Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a field trip to Home Depot because I have a $25 gift card to Home Depot, and of course I need to go get some plants. So let's go in. Lots of blooming plants on sale, but I'm here to look at succulents and some house plants. They have a wonderful selection of some golden barrel cactus here, and also some pre-arranged bowls for $25, which is actually a pretty good deal because there's about 7 or 8 plants in there. So for $25 you get a good deal and some really nice looking plants if you wanted to separate them after it kind of outgrows. They've got some flapjacks here for $17, and they're really big, really in good shape, but not quite what I'm looking for. I'm thinking about maybe some cactus. They've got a nice selection. I already have some euphorbias, so probably not those, even though they are priced pretty good. I'm not sure I want to add another one to my collection at this point. They're $19, so that's a pretty good price. And they've got some different sizing succulents here. This is, I believe, like a pint size, and so it's a good size echeverias, mallows, and this is a haworthia here that looks really nice. But I'm not looking for any echeverias because they're going to be going kind of dormant, and in the winter time they're just going to stretch out on me. So I'm looking for something else that won't be stretching out. Now this cone-shaped hanger has some really beautiful plants in it, but at $35 I don't know if it's worth my picking up, even though it does look beautiful. And some nice looking aloes here, and I really wish they would stop doing this to plants, these neon spray that they put on it. It's really sad. They've got a nice selection too of some hanging plants. This is some cotyledon pendens. This is a pretty fragile plant. I think more than the burrows they fall off very easily. Here's another cone hanger, and this one's got a crown of thorns in it, so it's really beautiful. Lots of nice echeverias in it too. And some 2.5-inch succulents. Pretty good selection there, so I'm going to come back and take a closer look at that. But they've really got a nice selection of already made arrangements, and some of them even look like they're in stone planters, but this is actually a plastic planter. Beautiful aloe there, but $39, I don't know, I think that's out of my price range. I think we better go inside and check out the house plants and see what they have. I noticed right away is their houseplant section is really small. They moved it over to the side and put in all of their Christmas stuff, so not much to look at. They've got the usual ZZ plants and mother-in-law's tongue there for $12.98. They did have this really nice looking fiddle leaf tree that's already potted for $37, so if you don't want to bother with potting it, it looked really in good shape. And they have the usual hanging plants as far as arrowhead plant, spider plant, and then some smaller foliage in 4-inch pots. Those run about $3.98, and the hanging ones were $6.98. But they've got some nice looking foliage plants as far as dumb cane and some rubber trees there for $6.98. Now these fiddle leaf fig trees look pretty good, and the ones that were not potted up, they're running $17.98. I can remember when these at this size were running $50, so they've really come down in price, kind of like the Palea plant. They've come down in price once they're more available. And they have a nice selection of dracaenas. Now this one here, I couldn't find a tag on it, so I'm not sure what it was. If you recognize this plant, it kind of looks like a Chinese evergreen maybe, or a dracaena. Let me know down in the comments below what you think that plant is. And they have some more blooming kalanchoes, some more selection of echeverias and mimicry plants. I'm not sure if I want to get some of those, but they are priced pretty good at $3.98. And they do have some already made arrangements in nice little small terracotta pots for $6.98. So if you're looking for something small and already arranged, this might be something great as a gift too, because it's already arranged. And this little coconut looking planter is interesting. It's got a couple of plants in it. But they had some really good size dracaenas, and this corn plant here was huge. It had to be about 7 feet high, and it was for $90 they were selling it. So actually not a bad price for that size of a dracaena. And they have some palms too. Good shape. I will admit that these houseplants here were looking pretty good. I didn't see any really that were dying or anything like that. So a good selection. The 10-inch ZZ plant, $30. Not bad for the size. And then they also have the prayer plant, Maranta prayer plant ferns, and they did have a couple or 3 Hoyas there, and those were $6.98. They did have one, it looked like, I couldn't quite reach it, but it looked like a philodendron heart-shaped leaf, so I wasn't quite sure, but it looked a little damaged. Now they do have some really nice ficus bonsai trees, but I came back outside and I was looking at these kalanchoes, cream scallops. They were looking very, very healthy, and so I had my eye on these for sure. They were really well stocked up on some larger gallon size sticks on fire and some other cactus there. So if you're looking for that, they definitely have them. And the gallon size ones were running $24.98. Now this cactus here was $45, but it was just huge. So definitely one that you can take apart or put in the ground and it'll just thrive. Lots of puntias growing there, so wasn't looking for that. I've already got some of those. So these agaves though were priced really good for $15 each for this size gallon. Only problem with these is that they grow so big, so I didn't want to get into an agave that was going to be huge. Now they did have some hanging ones that were arranged already. Looked like they had about 7 or 8 different succulents in them, and those were $15. So I thought that was a good deal and something to consider as far as separating it and getting a good deal out of it that way. And they looked pretty good. They had quite a selection of them. Now these Madagascar palms were only $22, and they were huge, very good size, and for the price I thought that was a really, really good option. They had some really beautiful variegated elephant's bush that they had in hangers, and those were $15. You can see how beautiful those do in hangers. You do have to be careful with those though in the sun. They're not as hardy in the sun as the regular green ones. And some crown of thorns for $8, really good size, in the quart size there. They were very, very healthy. And these here were a dragon tree, a type of Dracaena dragon tree for $7. I hadn't seen those before, so those were unusual. And some more opuntias. They were in very good shape. They looked like they were starting to bud already, actually, but not quite what I was looking for. Some more prickly pear. Now this one here is a bunny ear cactus, but it's a crested one. I thought this was really unusual. So it's one that I was definitely considering because I hadn't seen a crested one before. For $7, that was a good price, and it was a bit large, very large plant. Some more cactus, and these are some more variegated elephant bush. And it looks like they have some firestorm here which had some just beautiful, vibrant color. And these were $6.50 also, but a great plant that you can separate and put in different containers too. Some jelly beans there and some more barrel cactus, golden cactus. So plenty of those that you can put in containers or in your yard. But I'm back again looking at these kalanchoes, so I'm going to have to take a closer look at these and see if there's something there that I like. So for now, friends, that's the quick tour of the Home Depot. Stay tuned to see what I got for my haul. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. I appreciate it so much if you would. Thanks so much, friends, for visiting. Have a blessed day.